Well, guys, today's sort of another sad day for me, but it's something that probably needed to be done. I've sold this 135 to my neighbor Brian up on the hill, and it's kind of like getting rid of a kid or part of the family, so I wanted it to be around where I can at least see it occasionally. And I gave him a pretty good deal on it, I think. Hope he thinks so. And he told me if I needed it, if I had something break down and needed it, that I was welcome to get it and use it, which was very nice. Makes me feel good. But it'll make him a good tractor, I do believe. It's made me a good one. But we'll talk to you later. Hey guys, showed you that little clip of where I'd sold the 135. That was a tough decision to make. I know some of you all probably, questioning why. Well, some of you has asked why, and even some people, other besides that's watched this video, has kind of wondered why I sold it, because it was a good tractor. It was something we used a lot and all that, but I guess it was just kind of its time to go. I'd like to have kept it. It wouldn't have been used a whole lot now. Tiffany was kind of wanting me to sell something, and some of you is wondering, why I chose to sell it over the farm track or something else. And I was going to kind of explain to you the reasoning behind that. For one, the 135 doesn't have power steering. Farm track has power steering. The 245 has power steering. Farm track is a little higher horsepower engine than the 135. It's also a little heavier tractor. It's got more hydraulic flow. A lot of advantages to keeping it around versus the 135. It's just like pulling that round baler with it the other day, and it handles the disc mower good. Works good with the wood splitter. I love using my 3-point grapple that I have. Like using it on this tractor. You got 2 sets of remotes on it. It's the only tractor I got that's got 2 sets of remotes. So a lot of reasons to keep it around versus the 135. It's several years newer and everything. Probably got about the same hours though. This tractor's been used quite a bit. That 135 only had like 2,544 hours. But the biggest reason I kept the farm track, some of you will remember this. I've mentioned it in videos in the past, but my newer people over the last few months won't know unless they have happened to watch one or two of the older videos where I've mentioned it. But this farm track, my mom and papa bought for me when I was a senior in high school, and it would be hard for me to ever let it go. I guess I'll keep this tractor until it kicks the bucket. I had the 135 1 year longer than this farm track. Had it a year longer. I bought it in 2003, but just for the fact that they bought it for me, kind of as a graduation present, I gotta keep it. I just have to keep it. It ain't something that nobody said I have to keep it, but I've told myself that. 245, that was my Uncle Ray's tractor. I grew up on that tractor. Which, when I say Uncle Ray, it was my papa's brother, so he's my great uncle. But I grew up on that tractor. They live next door to us, and a lot of sentimental value there. I always wanted a 135 from the time I was a little kid up until I got that one. I always wanted one, and they're a good tractor. I love them. I love these old Massey Fergusons, but it's just kind of getting to the point with the stuff we have, with the big rake, you know, the bigger tedder and all that. We just need a little different setup. And that 135, if I was still raking with a 3-point wheel rake like I used to use, I'd never got rid of it, because that thing was perfect for that. But my neighbor up here on the hill bought it, that 135, so it ain't like it's totally left. I told him if he ever decides to sell it later, be sure and give me first option in it. Let him have it at a good price. It needed a few little things done to it, mainly a fuel leak fixed, and he knew that. I told him about it and everything. But kind of nice. I heard him up there bush hogging with it the other day and things, and I asked him how it was doing. He seems to be satisfied with it, so that makes me feel good and everything. And he did say that if I ever needed it, you know, if I ever broke down, that I was welcome to go up there and get it, which I'd have to be pretty hard up to do that, because I wouldn't feel right about it. But if something ever happened I had to, hopefully that would work out to where I could. And of course I'd ask before I went and got it or anything. Kubota's still here. I know y'all ain't seen it. Well, yeah, you did. Seen a bush hogging video with it the other day. But kind of been a hectic time between having COVID and Mama passing away and everything. It ain't really got settled back in yet. Kind of loopy. But anyways, I just want to share that information with you, keep everybody informed of what's going on. And if you will, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I appreciate you watching. We'll talk to you later.